Do you remember the days when the offering bag used to go past you as you sat in the row in church? Well, I do, and it no longer happens in our church. And in many churches I visit, the offering bags have gone, they've disappeared, replaced by a variety of methods, including online giving. And today I want to review 8 solutions to the online giving challenge that churches face. Because if you can get online giving happening in your church, it is certainly going to help you in a whole range of ways. Now, I've written a blog post on this, posted it last year. I'll put a link in the description. Church Giving Online Platforms, the 2024 review of 8 solutions, still relevant here in 2025. So as you go through this, you'll see some interesting thoughts on how do people give money to the church. And this really changed during the pandemic, where we really actually looked at the ways to give when people couldn't gather together. And we shifted from that offering bag to, man, we all have to go online and give. And so most people are now well and truly into the habit. And I did a little survey on my Facebook zone and in my Twitter zone, trying to find out what was the popular ones. Twitter was helpful on this, but also Facebook. Tithely won. A third of people who responded, 30 votes. This is quite a few votes for a Facebook poll, I find. 30 votes is quite high for what I normally get. 30%, 33%, a third of people responded, 10 out of 30, used Tithely. And none, nearly 24%, 23% of people don't use any at all. On Twitter, Tithely just absolutely wrecked everybody else. 80% people using Tithely. There's 8 platforms that we're going to look at today and just briefly go through it. I'll put a link. You can read through this entire review that I think you find quite helpful on our Grow a Healthy Church website. We're going to go right through from Tithely, Pushpay, Vanco, Breeze, Givelify, Text to Give, GiveWP, Antidote, and I will mention another one as we go through. Now, I've used Tithely extensively at our church. It's no longer in use at our church, but I found it really easy to give immediately during a service. I now have to go to the church website, more of a hassle, but hey, I've been giving for 50 years. I'm not about to stop now because it's a bit of a hassle to go to a church website. I can still do that in the course of every month when I work out my tithe, give my tithe. Beyond giving, our giving to our missions program happens automatically every month. My income kind of varies month to month. My tithe varies as well. But I like Tithely. I've used Pushpay as well before in the past. I found Pushpay really good to use. They all have different features and capabilities, and some of these features are things like church management modules. Some of the ones like Tithely and Pushpay, they really go into the church management side. Tithely, I think, bought Vanco to get into church management. Some of them help with fundraising campaigns, analytics and reporting. Again, each one will give you an idea of who you give, not who's giving rather, but what's been given when, so you can track that giving. Who has the best church giving app? Well, I think it's really going to be coming down to your needs and answering a bundle of questions, which I'm going to show you later in the blog post. Some questions you should answer when you're looking at Tithely or Pushpay. I found Tithely really user-friendly, but a lot of people don't, evidently. Pushpay, again, I found user-friendly, but I'm a geek. So I'm no good at what your regular person pulling up and out. My wife is a great tester for this. She's not very techie or geeky. So if she pulls up something and finds it hard to use, then I think your average person is going to find it hard to use. So some of the reports I found on the net were that Tithely, which I found easy to use, Pushpay I found easy to use, not as easy for a bundle of people. Vanco is designed to be very straightforward. Breeze is integrated with its Breeze church management system. Givelify is known for its mobile-first design, which of course is going to make it easy to use. Also, some of the apps have a kiosk choice where people could go and out into the foyer at the end of the service and then swipe or wave their phone, do whatever they like to actually give them. I think it's really important that when you're looking at your choice here, here's some questions to ask. How intuitive is the platform for a church administrator to operate and track data? That's really important. How simple is it for members to use? And I think that's the big question, that you might want to trial some of these yourself with a couple of non-geeky people and say, how easy is this to use for you to use this particular app? think that's a real key question. How responsive is the support? Is support taking 2 weeks to get back to you? It may be an indicator that this is not an ideal thing. And how accessible is the documentation? Is all the support documents I need for it? Integrations and compatibility. Tithely, Givelify, Pushpay integrate with well-known platforms like Planning Center, Church Community Builder, Fellowship One, ICO, CMO, Church Track, Subsplash. Tithely have also partnered directly with Planning Center to optimize the data flow between the tools. And I think any software developer of any note worth their salt today is going to integrate as much as possible with church management tools, sharing data, and making sure it's easy to actually work with the systems you currently have so your tech stack works. There's all sorts of areas here about customizing and branding of the app that you can read on the blog post. User experiencer and member engagement is the key issue. Absolutely vital that people find it easy to use. Church technology success depends on consistent member engagement. And I think this is the big question of which app you should use, which technology you should go with. How easy is it to use for your people who are technically challenged? People do not want a headache when they want to give to the church. You don't want to have potholes in the road. You don't want to have speed bumps in the road that people just go, I give up. And they will. They will give up. They will not give if it's too hard. So you need to think through that. Now, I'm about to release my next book, Financial Intelligence for Church Leaders. There's a wait list. We're going to publish it soon, but in the description below, there's a link. Click on that. Get on the wait list. As soon as it's published, we'll email you and let you know the book is available. This is going to be a low-cost book jammed with all sorts of interesting insights and stories and our journey as well to becoming more financial intelligent than what we were 25 years ago. Church technology success depends on consistent member engagement. And I think whether you use Tithely or Pushpay or one Vanco or any Givelify or Text to Give, whatever one you use, do some regular training in a Sunday service. Take the time to show a short video about how to utilize it. Maybe even demonstrate live how to do it. Get your phone hooked up to the screen, show people how to do it, lead them through the process. Don't expect people just to know this. You need to train and engage with them to help this really get involved. Security and compliance will be in all of these. All solutions leverage high-grade 256-bit SSL encryption and data redundancy. So I think you're going to be safe using these. Pricing models. I've got a whole table here where you can compare prices. These prices were good when I published the post in 2024, but I would say check with the website to make sure that you're getting the price. I wouldn't just trust everything that's on my website. Make sure you go direct to their platforms. Here's the table for the onboarding fees. All platforms have $0 onboarding fee. There you go. That's really helpful. There's the pros and cons. I've given you a summary. I won't go through all of them, but you can have a look at that. Text to Give to me sounds like a really good option that is easy. People love texting. People find texting easy. It's normative. It's part of their routine. So maybe a good option for you. The best online giving platform for churches by size. Small churches, I encourage you to have a look at Vanco or Givelify, which provides simple interfaces. They're excellent for small churches. Check out Vanco and Givelify. Medium-sized churches, you might want to have a look at one of the bigger beasts. Maybe Breeze might be the one that you want to check out. Larger churches, you're probably going to have a look at Tithely and Pushpay because of the integrations they offer. And here's your evaluation criteria. Does the provider specialize primarily in faith-based clients and understand the intricacies of tithing terminology? How easily can staff and leaders administer and monitor giving dashboards? Will the solution seamlessly integrate with any legacy databases, church management, or accounting platforms you already use? Are member-facing payment pages easy to use? Are they intuitive for givers young and old? Think about your 70-year-olds. Think about my generation who want to give. Is it complicated? Make sure that's easy to use. And how flexible is the solution for church seeks some customization of that. The bottom line is you need some way to adjust online giving. Now, I've got a little bonus content on PayPal. You can have a read of that. But my bottom line with PayPal is it's going to cost you more money to run. So I personally wouldn't be offering PayPal as an option. Check out the blog post and tell me in the comments, which one do you use?